So, how are you?
I am
How are you
good, thank you.
after this COVID-19 and then you are in coma and you are with the life support and then after a year and how are you now?
I'm really good. I recovered physically, mentally, emotionally. Actually, I haven't been better. Never, I believe. I never been better than now
Mm-hmm.
in my life,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
either emotionally, physically, or mentally. I am still in process of working on myself and discovering new things about me
Mm-hmm.
and about life, but I feel much better than ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think also that all was all good what happened with this COVID-19. Somebody told me that very few people come out of this emergency room,
Mm-hmm.
and I was one of them. And I think God wants to do something with me.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm opening up to say, Creator, do whatever you want. I am here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not going anywhere now. I want to be here.
Okay. So because last time when we talked in a webinar in last year May, you looked so good even after all this the so much hectic days of the hospitals and then this intensive cares, and then you look so vivid, and then we are teasing like you are putting the heaven cream, and today I can see you're also so vivid and then alive and then putting like a heaven cream on your face.
Heaven cream. I don't know what kind of cream is this, but it's good cream.
Yes, good cream. So
Good.
Goran, how do you see COVID-19 from now? As you said, not many people can come out alive from where you are, but how did you see the all this? Of course, we can edit the video so we can talk a little bit deep inside. But how do you see this virus and all these influences or crisis in the world?
So maybe this is something, some new perspective, maybe for everybody, if you think this way.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, every 50, 60 years on this planet is some big war
Mm-hmm.
and some big disaster or something that involves a lot of people and a lot of people dying and having misfortune.
Mm-hmm.
Say usually 50, 60 years. And
Mm-hmm.
I believe this time, because of our work, what we have done, all of us in each country, on all planet, I think this has changed. And
Mm-hmm.
actually, what happened now is much easier way of going through this disaster
Mm-hmm.
than it was earlier. Then earlier, was much worse.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this what is happening actually is some better or lighter version of what we need to go through,
Mm-hmm.
like humanity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
And
like
I don't.
it
Sorry.
involves the entire planet actually.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
it's
then
part of entire cleansing, I would say, or moving forward,
mm,
or uh, or rising vibration, or
mm,
rising your consciousness is part of, and it's. I believe it's going to through much easier way than it probably supposed to be.
mhm, mhm,
So uh, from this stage, I can say this COVID is really good, and yeah, I think it has done good to many people.
mhm.
Many people.
In the recording of your the last webinar of the conversation with Saul, you were saying we can think like a blessing even, there's COVID things because we our conscious level is go I mean, rise, and then we are going to really transform.
Yes, yes. This is like somebody giving you opportunity to grow. Because why? Because all this kind of suppressed issues in you coming out, and they want to be addressed. They want to
Mhm,
be cleared.
mhm,
And I believe this is a good opportunity. Maybe we can call it blessing.
mm,
It for whole planet to realize what is happening, to go more inside of themselves and do some kind of introspection of their life.
mhm,
You know,
mhm,
do some kind of investigation what they do and how they do in their life, and what for and what they need to improve, what they need to accept. Actually,
mhm,
what they need to accept is the great question, because in accepting your life, in
mhm,
accepting what happened to you,
mhm,
in accepting what's happening to this planet, this is like basic requirement to grow, to move forward,
mhm, mhm,
and finding out deeper reasons, finding out how can I say, uh, what is behind it, what is behind the scene,
mhm,
finding out deeper truth about everything.
mhm, mhm.
For each of
So,
us,
mhm,
yes, each of us needs to do this,
mhm.
I believe.
So if we are assigned this like homework from universe, you know, is there anything we can do?
Anything,
Like, like if the universe is throwing this homework to each one of us in this planet Earth to accept our life, accept ourselves, or accept the planet itself, or accept the situation itself, and is there anything we can do?
yes, yes. You see what's happening when you accepting things in your life, what happened to you outside, when you're accepting you, how are you now, what's happening inside of you. It is happening that you stopping fighting with yourself.
Mm,
You stopping fighting with yourself, and you stopping fight that you never win,
mhm,
and you stopping separating yourself. And you usually, we whenever we are not in acceptance, or we are not in understanding with ourselves, we are waiting better time to come.
mhm,
We are
mhm,
waiting some person, we are waiting now COVID to stop, we are waiting now to some better job to come.
mhm,
And this is some kind of delusion of the mind.
mhm, mhm,
You see, God has given us everything right now what we need,
mhm,
and we can make the best out of it if we want.
mhm,
If we see this way, if we understand this, and if we accept it, it is so
mhm,
simple. So God is uh, our creator, or energy of, or source of everything, has given each person all tools, all abilities, all faculties, all qualities that you need in
mhm,
order to be happy, in order to feel good about yourself, about life, in order to live in love, in peace, in order to have everything what you need.
mhm,
Okay?
mhm,
So once you accepting outside and inner things, what's happening, you opening yourself to this what God wants to give you.
mhm, mhm,
Otherwise, you're fighting all the time and you're saying, "Oh, I'm not good man or woman. I supposed to do this. I never did it. I should do better in my life." And this goes on, and we miss the chance.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
You know, we miss the chance to be the best what we can be in
mhm,
our life.
mm,
So it doesn't mean if you accept things, you don't move forward. You just, from this point, you moving forward strongly
mhm,
in your life.
mhm, mhm. Yes,
But
normally,
fighting,
yeah, you
yes,
said that this fighting is always there, right? We are
yes,
fighting
fighting,
with our emotions mostly. You know, it
yes.
shouldn't be like this, or it should be like this, and
You're fighting with thoughts, with emotions, with deeds, what
mm,
we did,
mm,
with our habits, with our fears.
mm,
We're fighting with because we think it should not happen.
mhm, mhm,
But if I tell you it is very good that it's happening,
mhm,
what would you say?
mm, mm, mm,
Because we think we should be different way. This is what is the making problem.
mhm, mhm,
And we should be different way because somebody told us that we should be different way.
mhm, mhm,
Maybe parents, maybe teachers,
mm.
maybe we read in the book, but no.
Yeah. And like you said, this COVID-19 and many countries are under lockdown. Or, when it comes to Japan, we have this state of emergency. So many people are forced to stay in the house and then, I mean, kind of forced to face their families and then their emotions. And then they are given the chance to see themselves really. Mm. And then this start I'm fighting starting really. But it's really good opportunity. But when it comes to me, like last year, autumn, my sister passed away. And all of a sudden, really suppressed feeling, or it was like a shadow side of myself just popped out. Many childhood memories, many emotions that I didn't think I had. And then, uh, I don't know if something to do with COVID or not, but many of my friends also facing some kind of challenges in their lives. And then now they are feeling kind of like a purposeless and like a feeling like they have no motivation to move forward.
Okay.
And because they had to face their entire being, and all of a sudden they feel like, why am I living like this way, or what is the purpose of my life, and that kind of question they're facing in their lives right this moment. It's my feeling.
Yes, yes. I think also this is good because sooner or later they would start these questions
Mm-hmm.
and they would start asking themselves. So maybe it's better to be sooner than later. I
Yes.
think everybody is supposed to ask himself these questions, but because we don't have time to do it, we are occupied so much with work,
Mm,
with outer things, what happening in our life. We occupied. We don't think about it. But
mhm,
now you have to think about it.
mhm,
You have
mhm,
to face what you carry inside of you. You cannot avoid it anymore.
mhm, mhm,
And that's why some people will move forward, but some people will go down very
mhm,
much, will
mhm.
become much more depressed.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but you see, if people accept this their depression, if
Mm,
people accept, okay, I probably my life wasn't like I thought it wasn't really good.
mm,
If they understand why this happened and accept it, they can move forward easily then to the next level.
mhm,
But they are fighting with this. They
mhm,
said, no, no, this is not good what I feel. I
mhm,
should feel happy. I should feel. No, if you should feel happy, you would feel already.
mhm,
You should feel this way right now because this what we feeling and carry inside has important message for us.
mhm, mhm,
It is bringing very important message that we need to understand and accept.
mhm, mhm.
So that is why it is happening.
Yeah.
So people can get easily over depression if they just find out what this depression wants to tell them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Many people
and
just end up blaming themselves, right?
yeah, probably they blame themselves. They think that they did something wrong, or they or have a regret for something,
Mm.
and that leads to depression, regret especially.
Going to the
And
past and then,
yeah, but
projecting the
somebody
future.
needs to tell them it's okay, you're fine, you're
Mm-hmm.
okay as you are now. Don't fight it, accept it, and move forward. See what is message behind this, what is happening now.
Mm-hmm.
That message, profound message there
Mm-hmm.
that this depression is bringing, or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. So
And
then
this
here
is
comes the webinars or the classes that you have created coming in, right?
yes.
You know, so maybe that will really help those people who are in depression right this moment, or who are blaming in this situation, or who have lots of fear and anxiety in the future. And will you just explain your these three classes or three webinars? And then you said that this information are kind of given to you from the creator, or the energy of creation, um, after or the while you're in coma or in heaven or wherever. And then can you explain how you got this kind of information?
Uh, yes, this, yes, I cannot say it is my information, yeah, but I have given this in order to share with people,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
right? uh, this is coming from creator or energy of creation. This and or the highest, I would say, highest energies in the universe,
mm-hmm,
highest consciousness energies.
mm-hmm,
Uh, they can from this universe. Actually, I was asking myself, how can I help more people?
mm,
How can I do better than I did before?
mm,
I've been doing different kind of healings for now maybe I can say 30, maybe less than 30 years.
mm-hmm,
I did homeopathy, massage, natural medicine, and then theta healing. So I have, uh, and now I was asking myself, what is the, how can I help people even better than I was doing? I mean, how can I improve myself? What
mm-hmm,
can I do?
mm-hmm,
What can I do? Because I see so much suffering around. I suffered so much in my life.
mm-hmm,
And I was asking myself why I was suffered. What is the problem there? Even I'm working on myself for so many years. I still suffering. I still going to coma for no. I didn't ask to go to coma. I got
mm-hmm,
sick. I had other issues in my life, and suffering comes. And this acceptance that I'm talking about, it just
mm-hmm,
came to all this philosophy to me, came to my mind, and very simple method how to work with body and how to come to body, how to feel in your body that everything what you experienced or everything what you need to solve in your life is already in your body. Everything what is bothering you and asking to be resolved, even your depression or that, it's here and waiting for you to recognize it and to accept it in your life and to see what is the message behind.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm,
it is um, for me was a realization that why I was suffering, because I wasn't accepting myself.
Mhm.
I was thinking that something is wrong with me all the time, and because others, they were telling me it's wrong with you.
Mhm.
It is something wrong there, and I accepted. And I, all my life, I felt I am not right. I should be
Mhm.
different.
Mhm. Mhm.
But truth is completely opposite.
Mhm.
I might be different later, but as I am now, I am completely right.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
might improve, I might change, but as I am now, I am completely as I should be.
Mhm. Mhm.
You see, it's nothing wrong with me. I am in process of learning like you and many other people, and this process of learning is fine.
Mhm.
It's not that it's wrong with you, you're just in process. Maybe you are here and you want to be there. And this process coming to there is completely okay. It's not a
Mhm.
wrong process.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's not something that is stopping you from growth. It is helping you to grow.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
is helping you to be happy.
Mhm.
It is helping you to be in love. It is helping you to understand yourself, to tolerate yourself,
Mhm.
tolerate and tolerate others. Tolerance is great thing. You
Mhm.
need to tolerate. Okay,
Mhm.
acceptance means to tolerate. Okay, not you know. It's part of the tolerance. Is part of it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, and yeah, so in my mind changed everything, and instead of looking at myself that I need to change, improve, I was looking at myself how I feel and where I feel in this body and what this feeling is telling me.
Mhm.
What is the message from it? And then I realized that all this message I have already in myself. I need just to remember all this learning, this knowledge, this message. And then I realized that actually whatever is happening is so good, so beneficial.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's not bad. And same with this COVID. You just we need to go behind the scene a little bit, think why broader, have broader picture.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that broader picture help us to feel better in our life.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
And I realized that many people suffer the same way
Mhm.
because they think they are not there where they should be, and
Mhm.
they suffer because they are not there.
Exactly.
They feel lack of something in
Mhm.
themselves,
Mhm.
but there is no lack there at
Mhm.
all.
Mhm. Mhm.
And they feel they did something wrong, they regret and guilty, but they don't see higher picture. They don't see that what happened there was so good for everybody that was involved.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
You see?
Yeah. Like the most latest brain science that we either function from, I mean, the state of love or state of, I mean, the fear, or the older sockets that of the neurons. And then we are kind of like a giving healing, or the doing sessions from, or what's wrong with it, or always trying to find a fault with somebody or ourselves. And then it's kind of triggers our state of fear, or state of this lack, really. But this accept yourself class, or the webinar that we have given a month ago to Japanese, that was really, I mean, was full of the state of love. I could feel state of the contentment, or state of like fulfillment. We are feeling like I was okay with who I am right this moment, and then that start point we can just go forward. And that was really good webinar. And then afterwards, people are giving so many sharings, and I'm so impressed.
Yes, yes, this is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
It is the truth. That's why we accept it from universe, from the energy of creation as we are. But
Mm-hmm.
we need to accept this truth in our
Mm-hmm.
life
Mm-hmm.
because this is the truth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is and makes you happy. It makes you joyful. It makes you light.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, heavy burden is going away from you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And there is, it's not only theory, you know, we do the practical exercise to do this, to feel
mm-hmm,
this,
mm-hmm.
you know.
Yes. And then here comes this conversation with the soul. That is very interesting class too. I just heard the recording you have given me, and then it was
Yes.
not. It was planning that we are going to have this webinar in June 18th or 19th. Was it 19th
I
in
believe
Japan?
it's 19th, yes,
Yes,
Saturday.
19th to Japanese. And then can you just explain about this class or the webinar?
Okay. So, conversation with your soul is like meeting your soul, meeting your old friend
Mm.
after a long time and finding out how is he or how is she, what she wants, how she feels, how is her life going on.
Mm.
And, you know, it is like acknowledging your deepest being, your soul or your God self, acknowledging in your life and giving it respect.
Mhm, mhm,
And it is allowing the soul to manifest itself through us,
mhm, mhm,
to speak through us, to feel through us, to do things through us. And it is allowing the soul to come down into our body and embody our life fully and completely.
mhm.
Um, class is designed from couple exercise that you feeling your soul, that you see what your soul is creating
Yeah,
in your life, because
many
soul is
interesting exercises I could say that. But first of all, so many people are so confused about the word soul. And then, of course, you're going to explain about this word soul or the higher self or what is the difference or what is included. And but will you just briefly give the explanation? What do you think about soul is?
so soul is our essence, our
Mm-hmm.
being, our true being.
Mm-hmm.
So if I say I am Goran Karna, I would say my name is Goran Karna,
Mm-hmm.
but I am not Goran Karna. I am,
Mm-hmm.
you see, if I say what I am, I would say I am the body, you know, I am my thoughts, feelings, I am I am a teacher, I am what this is all included in the I.
Mm-hmm.
But basement or uh, what basement for all this, for my body, for my feelings, or source of everything is the soul,
Mm-hmm.
or we can say energy of creation.
Mm-hmm.
Soul is the part of this energy of creation. Soul is the part of this God's essence, its individual part
Mm-hmm.
in us.
Mm-hmm.
So if I say I feel good,
Mm-hmm.
when I say this I actually is the soul. Soul feels good.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when I say I am good, uh, I am good person. You see, when I say I did this and this I actually reflects to our being, to our soul. What is the source of our thoughts, source of our feelings? This is the source that gives me power to speak now.
Mm-hmm.
This is the source that is looking through me into you.
Mm-hmm.
This is the source that making my heart beat.
Mm-hmm.
You see, my making my breathing going continuously. It is life force. I
Mm-hmm.
can say the soul is the life force in us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It is what we call life, the other terms. So it is, you don't need to call soul. You can say life energy, you can say God energy, creator energy, but I call it soul because it is in my culture is it's more understandable that we have soul, in my understanding, that we have soul that enter our body when we are born, or before actually we are born. It comes down before, during conception. One part of the soul comes when the cells come together from mother and father, and when you when conception is made of you or me, one part of soul comes, and then other part of this energy, or we can say life energy, comes.
Mm-hmm.
So this is that, and we can think about this energy like entity, and it is entity. It
Mm-hmm.
is as big as the sky.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It is so huge, so powerful, so strong, so beautiful, so pure energy
Mm-hmm.
that we are not aware usually in our life. Why we are not aware? Because we are driven by our feelings, we are driven by our habits. It's our habit to think more about what we feel, what we think, what we do, than think about source of everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Source, what is the source of all this, what is happening in me.
Mm-hmm.
So because of this habit, we don't think about soul, but we mainly concerned what we feel, what we think, what we do, what we see, what we hear. But actually, source of everything is the soul, or life force,
Mm-hmm.
or we can say consciousness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You
You know,
see?
when I was watching the video that you sent me for of this last webinar, previous webinar, and then
Yes.
it was, I mean, interesting to see people feelings like, my God, can we talk to my soul? It's like
Yes.
they know they never have any thought about it. It's like of course, soul. We cannot talk with the soul. No way. Can we? That kind of like a surprise is coming from them, and then that was interesting.
Yes, yes, it's very important for people to feel their soul, to know what soul is creating in their life, because soul is big power. And if soul wants something and you don't want it, it's conflict, and then people suffer, and then
Mm-hmm.
disease comes, depression comes.
Mm-hmm.
You see, but once you find out what your soul wants, and you get in alignment with this, and you accept this in your life and realize that's what you want also, then
Yeah.
it is everything going
Yeah,
smoothly.
yeah, that's right. I mean, when you are not aligned with your soul or the path that soul wants you to lead to go, or the soul wants to lead you, then it's so easy to get disease. That I had I mean, when I'm 30, I had a cancer, and then when I'm 40, I had a hypothyroid, and every time, I think I had a conflict with my soul, and then somehow my soul tried to correct my path to the how it should be. I mean, but it's not like mm, that the I want this and the soul want this. More like basically me and soul is one thing, and we wanted to go this path, but some way my ego wanted to go this way, right? I
Your
don't
ego,
know.
yes.
So many reasons, but ego want to go this way, but somehow soul said, no, 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 you have been deciding to go this way, so you have to go. But I say no, and then all of a sudden I have disease or have some kind of like a breakdown in life, and that kind of things had happened.
Yeah,
It's
yes,
like
yes.
slapping from the universe, I was calling.
Yes,
But
ego is the
it
another.
yeah, it could be more loving, if we align to our soul, we say if we can converse with our soul, and then we can just chat with soul, and then, hey, Kaori, you can go to this way, and oh, sorry, I was on this path, but now I can change it, and that's so easy. Not like fighting or try to fight back, or not like that. right?
Yes, yes, it's very important to get in touch with all parts of your being.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And, it is, so, so when you say I am Kaori, like he thinks it is ego, what Kaori identify with her body, mind, and with job and with title, what she is doing. But there is more to Kaori. There is soul, Kaori soul. This is also I.
mm-hmm,
This is a higher, I would say, consciousness in the
mm-hmm,
Kaori.
mm-hmm,
And if we are not aware of this higher consciousness, then ego can go some way and lead our lives that we actually, it leads to disease, it
mm-hmm,
leads to suffering, it leads to catastrophe, some kind of or other.
mm-hmm.
So it's more natural to be in alignment with your true being than to be in alignment with ego.
Yeah, so that's what's
And
interesting. But at the same time,
yes,
maybe this catastrophe or some kind of difficulty or suffering could be one of the setting that the soul has decided to learn from. That was one of the theme that we are going to learn from this
yes, yes,
webinar,
yes.
right? That is
Because soul
that
push
was
you this way.
yeah, which means like there are so many things that we can learn from our difficulties or sufferings or even the catastrophe or of course the disease and it was so interesting that we can shift the way of learning of the soul in this webinar, right?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, yes. This is something very, very, very powerful.
Mm, 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 mm.
What
Yes.
we are allowed to do, because now our souls has chosen to grow through suffering, through pain, through drama.
Mm-hmm,
They
mm-hmm,
have chosen in the moment of the creation of
mm-hmm,
them,
mm-hmm,
and we can change this in the same moment. We can teach, or we can change this way of growing, developing of the soul, so they can grow and develop through love and joy and peace and
mm-hmm,
health and
mm-hmm,
abundance. So this is you feel, after we do this, you feel tremendous change. You feel
mm-hmm,
tremendous shift and in your body, mind, and in your
mm-hmm.
soul. Yes, it is.
Right.
Yeah, it is something that we are allowed to do now, to just to change completely the way soul has chosen to grow,
Mm-hmm,
because souls are also growing and they are developing themselves,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
because they have this growing or developing part
mm-hmm.
that is going on. Once they come to the body, to the earth, to our genetic line, they have this kind of shadow part that is still growing and developing.
Mhm, mhm,
And this we address this part of soul, so we can transform it, so we can, the soul can move forward so easily in light.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
And same is happening with us here in, with our body, mind, and with our genetics, our genes,
mhm,
but
mhm,
also with our soul families.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
And
Yeah, the
yeah,
soul
this,
family, right? The soul family must be has some association with our souls, soulmates, and soul families, right? And it's so,
yes,
and also it's what's really, I mean, interesting about this soul thing is like, of course, you can converse with soul, and you can talk with soul, and then soul is learning from whatever, but mostly soul has deciding we should learn from scarcity, right? Like a lack
yes,
of something. So
lack
then,
of, yeah,
yeah, yeah, actually, all over the planet, that we are learning from lack of scarcity, I mean, lack of scarcity, not lack of scarcity, the scarcity itself, lack of something, lack of money, lack of abundance, lack of love, and lack of connection, and so many learning from lack. And that is how we did and then also our ancestors have been doing. And then we can shift it right this moment, right? So we are
Yes,
allowed
yes,
to shift.
yes. It is. That's what is going to do. We
Mm-hmm,
ship
mm-hmm,
this lack. We don't need lack anymore to
mm-hmm,
learn to grow. You
mm-hmm,
know, you can grow much better when you happy, when you're in love. You know,
mm-hmm,
then you just this is real growth. Then you see suffering and lack, feeling of lack of something, joy, peace, love, finance. It's it's it is pulling you from growth, pulling
mm-hmm,
you down.
mm-hmm,
It is pulling you from the energy of creation, from the love, from the joy. It is actually not helping you much at all. I
yeah,
mean, it is helping you after all your life. Your life pass, and then 100 lifetimes pass, and 1,000 lifetimes pass with this suffering, and you might finally you
yeah,
learn something.
yeah. You might will
I mean,
learn something, but at the same time you are traumatized.
you learn yeah, you traumatize, you healing trauma,
Mm.
you
You
healing
always have
the
fear.
wounds and hurts and
Yes.
everything. You don't need this.
It's like you're just
That's
out
why
in
we
the world field.
yeah, that's why we need to do this.
Mm.
It
So in
is
a
about
sense,
healing ourselves.
mm.
You know,
So
it
in a
is
sense that
healing
I could,
ourselves.
yeah, I could feel this accept yourself webinar and a conversation with the soul webinar can be hand in hand and it support each other. You know, it's really
Yes,
well
yes.
support each other.
Yeah, there are three webinars that I made in
Mm.
this line.
Mm-hmm.
They are all connected. All
Mm.
connected.
Yeah. So this
I
third one, the Propel Your Life, is the one that
yeah.
I have never seen or I have never heard of anything. And what is this webinar about?
This webinar is about feeling that you deserving, that you worthy,
Mm.
that you good enough, and that you can uh, create whatever you want in your life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The thing is why people the thing is why people do not move forward, do not create, do not realize what they want to realize in their life is because deep down in their being they do not feel worthy of it.
Mm-hmm.
They do not feel they deserving it. They do not feel good enough.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't. They are not aware of it. Most
Mm-hmm.
of time, they are not aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of time, they say, no, no, no. They have a. They made artificial picture about themselves, how they're good, how they're successful. But deep down, they are feeling this, and this is coming from feeling of not being worthy of mother's love
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and father's love.
Mm-hmm.
And we are in this webinar finding out the ways how to feel this love of mother and father, and that makes you so happy, so worthy of everything. You feel it in your heart, this
Mm-hmm.
love,
Mm-hmm.
and then you realize that you loved by them, and then you also realized what are they mistakes, what they haven't learned, and you accept this learning into your life.
Mm-hmm.
And this brings tremendous change in your ability to manifest, to create your life, to feel that you can do, you can succeed, that you deserving to be loved, that you can have love in life, that you
Mm-hmm.
can be happy, whatever you want,
Mm-hmm.
and achieve whatever. Because this is something that I found the most biggest obstacle in the this everyday world, that you uh, do not feel that you deserving it. You do all manifestations, you do all what you're supposed to do, visualizations, you do, but that deep down there, you don't feel it. And this way, you cannot attract this.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot attract at all. You see, you cannot. how can I tell you, you cannot manifest. That's why our manifestation doesn't work. And this everything comes because somewhere deep in you, you still believe your mother haven't loved you enough, or your father. And this we healing this relationship, and we healing ourselves this way. It's all about healing yourself. It's all about realizing that you actually worthy regardless what you have achieved. This kind of feeling of worthiness, that you worthy being regardless what are measurements of your success, achievement, or have you realized this or not, that you still worthy, your being is worthy, your essence is worthy, your true self is worthy. Okay. And once we realize this in ourselves, then we are not struggling so much to achieve this. We are not struggling so much that we have to have something in our life in order to be happy.
Yeah.
This we can be with much ease, create our life. And we are not depending on, will we get this job, will we get this person, will we not, our happiness, our worthiness is not depending anymore on these conditions.
So
You see,
I
because
can feel that there's a lot to do with not the narrow sense, but the bigger sense of self worth and self esteem and self confidence, and
yes,
also a lot to do with your parents and connection with your ancestors. How
yes, it is.
they try to feel about themselves and how they try to achieve things, and
Yes, but that's why we need to grow more than our ancestors. That's why we need to grow more than our mother and father. This is what is requested from us. That's why we need to heal them by healing ourselves.
That's very
You see,
interesting.
that's why we're doing exercise, that we finding out what they were missing in their life in order to be more happy, more have better relationship, have better job, whatever, what they needed to have. And this then we realizing in ourselves that we have these qualities and abilities, and then we move forward so we can grow more. We can, and this way we healing them also, themselves, but also our relationship with themselves, and also we healing our children if we have children or relationship with them.
Future
This is
generation.
also very, very deep, very important thing to address when we in our life. That's why I choose to do it. It is feeling of true worthiness, and I would say what you said also, it is connected with confidence, but also is connected more with self-respect. You see, it is more connected with self-respect, because if you feel that you're worthy, you respecting yourself so much, and out of that coming confidence also, and out of that coming ability that you believe in yourself, okay, that
In the
you
sense, these
know that you can do it.
all three webinars are really connecting to the self-respect, and in a sense, it's like all three webinars are really contributing to this awakening to the true self. I can feel, real true self, not the
Yes,
self that you think that you are. It's bigger than that,
yes,
right?
yes.
Very
But
interesting.
you see, in order to awake to your true self, you need to address all these other selves
Yeah.
that you,
Mm.
and you need to heal them and accept them. Otherwise, you're always coming back to them all your life. So that's what is happening with many people who just trying to find a true self. They don't care for the other these parts, and
Mm-hmm.
they're coming back to them all the time
Mm-hmm.
because this is their habit,
Mm-hmm.
because they are not healed, they
Yeah.
are not addressed.
Yeah.
But this
Actually,
is the natural way do you absorbing, you integrating all parts of
yeah,
you,
integration.
you healing them, you accepting them, and then that leads you to your true self easily and
Mm-hmm.
naturally.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Really, this integration is important that I can feel as I was talking with you this way. It's like, this we are talking about the people in depression under this COVID crisis, but they
Yes.
are, kind of misunderstood about their self. I mean, they are not really awakening to their true self, and then, they are really seeing small about themselves. So they are just blaming themselves, and then but if this integration would happen, and then things is really changing, I can feel.
Yes, yes. There is no point of blaming yourself.
Hmm.
Doesn't help at all.
Yeah, that's
Or
right.
blaming others also
Hmm.
doesn't work.
Hmm.
We need to leave this behind and accept reality. Actually, what we also, when you think about it, there is understanding there. There is this energy of creation that is taking care of you.
Hmm.
Wherever you now at this point, and whatever it seems that is happening in your life, you taken care of.
Hmm. Hmm.
And when you think this way, that means also that you in right place where you should be now. And that means also that you can move forward. I mean, if you know that you're taken care of,
Hmm.
that you
Hmm.
don't need to be stuck all your life in same situation.
Hmm. Hmm.
You can go out of it. But this is about, you see, what we were talking last 1 hour. It's about realizing, accepting. It's about realizing your true worth, true value of your being. It's about realizing your deeper being.
Hmm.
It's all, it's all connected. You know,
Yeah,
it's
it's all
all,
connected.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And yes, it is about healing
Hmm.
ourselves. That's
Hmm.
why this my intent
Hmm. Hmm.
is to do this technique, what I call integration technique, and to certify people in this so they can practice with themselves and with others and bring this philosophy, but also not philosophy, bring this practical ways to improve life
Hmm.
quickly.
Yeah, yeah.
To
I
improve
think
it.
it's really fast once they recognize who they really are, the true self, you know.
Yes.
And then also, this is not only, point of healing, but beyond that, once the healing is also happening, but at the same time, some kind of like awareness that really who you are, and then life, the view towards your life will change, totally different.
Yes. This
That's
is the
great.
point.
Yeah. No,
And
that's wonderful.
and once you heal or you change or
Mm-hmm.
whatever you call I would say transform. This
Mm-hmm.
is the better. Well, this is the word that I'm using. We are transforming ourselves actually better than healing yourself. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we are transforming ourselves to higher vibration, to our true being. What you said,
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
to what we are truly.
mhm,
Uh, so we can live this in everyday life, so we are aware of it, and it starts with person, then spread to family, and from family spread to society.
mhm, mhm,
And this is how can I say, it is this what needs to happen now, and this whatever is happening with COVID actually is happening, is helping this process.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
We just need to be aware of what is happening.
mhm, mhm,
Yes.
mhm. Okay. Okay, Goran. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you
Yes,
for inviting me,
yeah,
calling for this
yeah.
talk.
I think that people would love to know much more about the webinars. So I think we are going to have this Accept Yourself webinar again sometimes because so many people are still in the waiting list. And we are going to have this conversation with the Sol in June 19th to 2021. And then
No,
I don't know when the Propel Your Life will come.
we can do it in either August or
Mhm.
September.
Okay, okay. So maybe I mean, this video will help them understand, what's going on.
I think so. I think so. I'm happy to explain more um, whatever is needed
Mhm.
to help people just to clear the mind, to clear the view on their life, and maybe to give them a perspective so they can realize they can be happy, they can be healthy,
Mhm.
that they are already, they are
Mhm.
good beings, they are, and just they need to be happy, they accept this.
Mhm.
Okay, they're
Okay.
already good. We are all good, we are all right, we are all fine,
Mhm.
whatever we are now. Okay, we can together move forward easily.
Mhm. Mhm. We're all fine and together
We are all
move
good.
forward.
We are all fine, and we need to be happy about life, what we have done so far, and from that point, even do much better and much greater things.
Okay. Okay, let's do it.
Yes, I
Okay,
am
thank you so
ready.
much,
I
Goran.
am ready, and Japan is ready also.
Yes, we are ready too. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, bye bye.